Oh, salvete omnes, salvete plurimum, nomen mihi est, Magisterkraft. Guys, we're live, and I'm not speaking in Latin. Could we? I'm gonna tab out for just a second to make sure that you all are able to hear me. Kid, if you can, if you folks can hear, just let me know in the chat box down there. Salve, Magister Green. Can you all hear me? Okay. Everyone down there, we good? Hello, we here. Optime, bene. Well, gratias. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate that. So I'm live. That means things are going to be a little bit different here than my usual. You're going to hear squeaks. There's probably going to be some bugs. Things happen, and I hope that you all forgive that. You might even hear some rattling around, I don't know, upstairs in different parts of the house. Sound quality is not going to be excellent, and I'm going to try really hard to stay on track, although I do have a tendency to ramble. Bene! All right. Well, guys, so what are we doing here? Where are we? So this is the Roman Forum. This is a project that I've been working on for, I don't know, some time now, several months, probably since the pandemic started. So I've not made any videos because I've been working on this content for you. So many people have been asking me for years when I was going to release a map that you could download or a server that you could join, and finally that time has come. So what I'm going to be presenting to you today, I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview of the server that I've created. It's a server in which you'll be able to come in at any time you like, interact with the game that I've made for you. It's kind of a game. It's kind of an RPG. It's kind of a server. It's kind of all those things. So you'll be able to interact with the NPCs that I've got. You can see there's somebody over here next to me, a little NPC there. There's an NPC walking around in the background somewhere. There he is. Okay. And very many of these NPCs have dialogue, and so you'll be able to interact with them, speak to them, but tantum latine, only in Latin. So I wanted to help give language teachers. See, there she is. She's in the chat box. Quid sidillic mirum est. Right. So, anyways, I wanted to give language teachers and students just an opportunity to be able to meet up in a 3-dimensional virtual learning environment. That was actually kind of fun, and so I thought Minecraft was the best way to do it. Well, I'm talking too much. Let me stop. Let me change my view. Oh my gosh. So we went from one of me. Hold on. I got to do this. Hold on. Let me just back up. Hold on, guys. Hang tight here. Flip it. There we go. Yes. Salvete. We got a little echo there. There are 3 of us. Hopefully I don't have terrible latency, huge delay in the video on YouTube, because that's going to be awkward if you were hearing that and then seeing it in a different order. Bene. Well, guys, so when you first come in, this is how you would get started. The spawn point is going to be approximately here. So you come in, you'll see the Roman Forum, you'll see this person looking at something strange over here. She doesn't know what it is, and she's like, oh my gosh, there was Noctu, there was a Deus, but now there's not. What's going on? Well, anyways, we'll find out about that maybe later on. So you'll see me, Double Trouble here, Magisterkraft. And then Mr. Craft. Well, the point of having the 2 is because one, Latine, loquitor, so he'll give you all the directions for my non-English speaking folks and friends. You can speak with him. Let's not go there. And then Mr. Craft, of course, he takes care of everything for you in English, and he also gives you a little bit of information about the Latin that I use, why I chose what I chose, and so on. Bene. Now, I'll tell you a few ways that you can use this server. But before you do that, everyone who enters here is going to be, now, right now, if you look down at the bottom of my screen, you can see I've got scripters, cloners, I got all this stuff. I'm in creative mode. You all, when you enter, will all be in adventure mode, which means you're going to need to eat. So you got to talk to the Imperator Castor Augustus here. You'll notice that I've given him, so he's blue because he's going to give you a quest. And you've got the exclamation point just to make it a little bit more obvious for you that, hey, you should definitely come talk to me. Let this be the second, or I guess third person you talk to. Now, again, the idea being here is that if you were to go to Italy today to visit the Roman Forum, the vast majority of people are going to be speaking Italian. Yes, there are some tour guides that will be able to speak your tongue, speak English, or whatever it is that you speak, and help you understand. But the idea is that all the Romans there are going to be speaking Italian, right? And that's what I've got here. All my ancient Romans are going to be speaking Latin. So we want to talk with him. He's going to give us a little quest here, as you see at the top. New quest. I couldn't change. I'm using a different program to allow me to do that, so I couldn't change the language on that part. But he's going to give us some tesserai. So as you see here, we have tesserai numariae and tesserai frumentariae. He also gave us a little bit of information about what to do with those. But if you do, like I just did, and you go through that really quickly and didn't pay attention, that's okay. Because next, I'd like for you to go here. So it says sample quest. This is nice lady here, salve domina, or exemplum inquisitionis. That's the best I could come up with for a quest. Hopefully that works out for you all. If anyone has a suggestion for how to improve that, I'm open to making that better. Bene. So let's click on her. All right, she's got a lot to say, but we have English at the top and then Latine at the bottom there. So she's going to send us on a sample quest. For those of you who've played video games, you know that often, especially if it's an RPG game, they're going to give you that initial tutorial. Here's how you play the game. Now, I don't give you the basic tutorial like WASD and then you move the mouse. Hopefully, if you've made it this far, you know how to do that. If not, teachers, maybe grab a student who can help you out. If not, students, grab a friend who could show you how to do that. Bene. So she's going to tell us that we need to exchange these tickets for money. Or we could just go straight to the baker, who's going to give us some food that we will sorely need. Because in adventure mode in Minecraft, you can and will perish. So, she's told us to do that. Now, what do we do if we forget something? Don't worry. One of the mods that I'm using here, which is called Custom NPCs, allows you to, okay, we've taken the quest, and we can press L, and we can see sample quest. And she tells us briefly what we need to do. We need to find a guy named Formio at the Basilica Julia, exchange some tickets for money, find Manius under the Temple of Castor and Pollux, buy some bread, and then bring the bread, back to sample quest. So I'll show you a little bit of things along the way as I'm doing this quest with you, just to show you how we get things started. Now, this is the point where there will be a divergence. Some teachers, some students will not be able to interact with all of the Latin that's available in the game. That's okay. That's totally okay. I would recommend that you still try, no matter how low your level, your proficiency might be. Still give it a shot, and then try it again, and then again. Because with repetition and... Oh. Yeah. Does anyone get that? Ed ego oli inviator tam avidus periculi quanto eram usque don... Expect. Don exagita ingenuo trajectus sum. My Skyrim fans and friends will know precisely what I'm talking about there. Latine. Bene, sorry guys, sidetracked. like any good Skyrim player, right? Get sidetracked with other side quests. But anyways, you'll be able to come into this server and play it as if it were an RPG. So we could, speak to Marcus Vitruvius Polio here, and he's going to give us a quest. But again, it's all Latine, so you'll need to be able to understand that. Then, if you don't want to, or are not able to interact with the Latin, as I was saying, and even if you aren't feeling up to trying it all out, then I would certainly recommend that what you do is you enter the game, hopefully with a teacher, or someone, a friend of yours maybe, who does speak the language and can understand it, and then let them be your virtual tour guide. So let's get into the forum here. We've got all the major buildings in the Roman forum here. This Roman forum that I've built, which if you'll notice, actually it is nighttime and we have torches out. The sun is going down. Oh goodness, and people are leaving. So this Roman forum is in the age of Augustus. So there are going to be quite a few buildings missing if you're used to seeing representations of the Roman forum from the 3rd, 4th, 5th centuries. So, but I have, as far as we know, as far as research shows, all the buildings that were extant, that were standing in the age of Augustus. Now, in front of each building is going to be a person who's related in some way to the building, to the construction of that building. So here we have Ancus Marcius, who may or may not have had something to do with it. But anyways, at least legend has it that he did have something to do with this particular building here. So you can click on this individual, get some basic information, and then you can even walk inside the building and visit. Maybe there's somebody in there. Titus Pool. Hey, Titus. All right. And he's also part of a larger quest line. Now, if you'll notice, Ancus Marcius here did previously have an exclamation mark. The exclamation mark goes away once you've completed the quest with him, right? So that's another thing. Now, what about, I did the sample quest though. Why did hers not go away? And what about the Imperator Caesar Augustus? Why did his not go away? Because those are repeatable quests. You can do those quests again. And in fact, Augustus here, he will give you your tickets daily. That's a real life day, not a Minecraft day. I should, I guess, briefly say something about that too. Minecraft days are typically only, the daytime is 10 minutes long and nighttime is 10 minutes long. We have made some adjustments, and so now what I'm showing you currently, I put the cycle back on for 10 and 10. I wanted you to be able to see the cycles and see what the form, how it changes. But we've changed it so that the daytime will last for 30 minutes and the nighttime will last for 30 minutes. That's going to give folks more time to really get into a day, do the various quests, or teachers to be able to show their students around as a tour guide. So let's back to where I was before. Going to walk into the forum here. So standing by each of these buildings, as I was saying earlier, are people with whom you can speak and who will give you information about each of the buildings. Actually, let's walk up here onto the roster. That's fine. We can. You've got statues standing about. There's no interaction with them because it's a statue, right? But we do have here the Roman Forum. It is nighttime. It is dark. It is empty because, as you all well know, it is quite dangerous here. So your tour guides, teachers, or friends, or whoever it may be, they can show you around. They can lead the tour. That's what I envision. Hold on. Actually, let me go over here to Nox. She is the goddess of night. Let's see if she can. Salve, Nox. Hey, gratis, TV. All right. So she gave me a torch, so now we can actually see where we're going. If you go to Nox, she will give you a torch as well. So let's just have a seat for a second here, maybe. No, not gonna. Okay, I thought I was gonna be able to sit down on that. Oh gosh, why is it not working? I'll have to look into that. Well, I've got some tables out here for you all, so you could sit down and get organized with your class and decide where you're going to go. So teachers, you could say, just like you would in Rome today, we're going to take a look at these 3, 4, 5 buildings, whatever the case may be, and I will, in our native tongue, or the language that we use in class, I will describe to you the things that we see. I guess in a sense, they're kind of acting like an interpreter, right? Between student and the game. Then there's the other way, the way that I really meant for this. Now, I mean, that is one of the intentions, one of the ways that I would like for this game to be used as a place where you can do virtual tours, bring your students in, bring your friends in, check it out. That's awesome, by all means. But then also the other way, I guess, what I've spent the most time trying to make is an RPG in a sense, right? Like a more immersive world. So that's where you come in and you're interacting with everyone, interacting with the language. Here is Sextus Clodius Formio. He is an Argentarius. And so he was part of our quest. And so if you're coming in as a student, as a class, and going to interact with these people, then right, you would come in and you would see that, well, we have these Tesserae Numariae. I can trade that for Aureus, and then I could even trade some of these coins for various other types. In game, I was really only able to make an Aureus or Denarii, Sestertii. But at any rate, I thought that would at least give you teachers, anyways, and students an idea of what we have had going on, at least in antiquity, in terms of money, in ancient Rome, anyways, at the time of Augustus. So there are all kinds of things to do, to get into. There are border blocks around the Roman Forum, so you can only go to certain places. You are restricted to the Roman Forum within reason. There are a few, I won't give everything away, but there are a few places that are off location, right? We'll say that. Some quests there's a quest that involves some time travel, some quests that will involve just otherworldly travel. I suppose we could say it that way. That will take you outside of the Roman Forum, but otherwise, so if I go here, it says non lice transire, so I have no permission to cross this line, right? And so neither will you. You won't be able to walk back there, and that's okay because everything that I've made for you is here in the Forum Romanum, in the middle of it. How might a teacher do this? Actually, folks, if it's okay, I'm going to use some cheats, and let's make it daytime again, so you can see here in the daytime. I'm going to have some more people in the forum, and then there will be some more folks that will start walking in here into the forum. I suppose we could head to this backside. The idea here with quests, there are a few different ways to go about this. So one, if you're coming in as the interpreter for your students, obviously, you would come in and you would be interacting with the NPCs, and you're going to execute, begin and complete the quests, but maybe with the help of your students, right? So I don't know. Actually, maybe I could run over here and show you quickly. So here, Marmor. Maybe we've got Tadius here. He's a pictor. And so maybe here you might help your students by telling them, okay, guys, here's what salve meneaduas, and then you read through that for them and you tell them what that means. Hello, would you help me? And yeah, I can help. What should I do? And so on. And then let the kids kind of interact with you through you, like the conduit as you would, an interpreter of that. And then you kind of show them as you're going about and performing the quest, right? Of course, the other way is then for everyone to be playing and going through. I thought kind of like for teachers, if you all know free voluntary reading, right? So you could tell your students, all right, guys, today we have in class, we've got, 55 minutes. I'm going to give you all some vocabulary regarding a couple of the buildings that I would like for you to visit. Oh, no, excuse me. If we're going to do free voluntary reading, you guys, you'll have 30 minutes to go into Magistercraft's Roman forum server and just explore. Do whatever you would like for 30 minutes, and then maybe they would come back and kind of report to the teacher, say, hey, these are the things that I read about the quest that I did. I learned about, this arch up here, what's going on with that. I visited this building. I did this quest. I spoke with this person, right? That's one way to do it. Free voluntary reading. So that would be like free voluntary RPGing. There we go. I've coined that. That's official. That's a Magistercraft term now. The other way, I suppose, that you could do this would be, so you have those teacher, you have those 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes that you're going to give to your students, or you could make it a homework assignment, right? What a fun homework assignment, right? So you say, all right, students, what I'd like for you all to do within the class period today or by next class, go in the Magistercraft's Roman Forum, and I want you all to visit the Temple of Castrum Pollux, the Basilica Julia, and maybe get some information about I've got the arch behind me there. So you've got those 3 buildings. Now, if you're able to get all of your information in less than that amount of time, great. Then go have fun. Go explore other things. But all I'm going to hold you accountable for today anyways, will be these 3 buildings, right? Now, what do you do when they finish? You write a few questions, like I showed you all before. Hold on, let me just run up there. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude and walk away from me there. I can fly. Let me just fly up there. That'll be quicker. You could say, all right, guys, of the 3 buildings, who built I don't know, let's say, who built, hold on, I got to go back in here because he told me to go do something else and I didn't want to do it. Who built the Temple of Castrum Pollux? And they'll get the information here. When was the temple, when was this thing built? And we have an approximate date there, right? So, they can report back to you or answer those various questions that you have for them on any format, right? A worksheet. If you're meeting in person, or if you're still doing everything virtually, then they can do it on a Google form or however you want to do that, right? And then you have 3-4 questions per building, and then you let that be your way to determine that they've actually interacted with the game and that they've understood what was going on, understood some of the Latin, right? A lot of the language, as you saw there, hopefully, within the game is relatively simple. I didn't want to overcomplicate things. Just like the Emperor Augustus once said, it was best to keep things simple. At least he felt that way, and I tend to agree. So I try to keep things as simple as possible. Although I admit that there are still going to be times when not everything is going to be 100% comprehensible. But there are lots of online dictionaries out there, and I've even toyed around with the idea of, so I have the dialogue. Yes, there are children running around there. It's the Roman Forum, right? There's a kid playing with some doves. I've toyed around with the idea of even having, so I have all the dialogue for these fellas here, telling lame jokes. I have no, maybe not these girls. I don't have. Well, anyways, I have the text for all the quests, right? All the quests that people could take part in. And what I could do, if you all would like, if that would be helpful, is provide you with that Latin text, so that way if any teachers wanted to pre-teach vocab before they bring students into the game, they could absolutely do that, right? So that they're going to visit these 3 or 4 buildings during class, so you give them the vocab necessary to help make that understanding, make that comprehension a bit, attainable. Then they go into the game whenever it's time, and then they're able to actually interact with the NPCs. They're going to talk to Numa Pompilius here, and learn about this Sacellum Iani Quirini, right? Or whatever the case may be. Bene. Oh, what else could I and should I say? I suppose we could say, well, when am I going to release this? Oh, well, before I do that, as far as quests are concerned, I'm still holding that torch. And let me get that out of my hand. Put some money in there. Some pecunia. Day-night cycle. I don't think I said this earlier, but there another reason for the day and night cycle being 30 minutes each is because there are some quests that are only doable at night, and some which are only completable, doable, available during the day. So what I wanted to do, this person just appear behind me. What I wanted to do was try to be sure to give everyone ample time to be able to start and complete a quest. And if you don't, it's okay. Like if the person that you're speaking with, the NPC, disappears because it's now nighttime and they're not supposed to be there, or if you're over here at one of these strange shrines with, I don't know, these dark stones and some sacrifice. If you're here and some figure pops up that only appears at night, not during the day, but then they disappear again, then it's okay. Then you can catch back up with them the next night and then complete your quest with that person. With that, maybe it's going to be who would be in front of or top of a shrine? What do you think? Where are we? This is the Lapis Nigero. What is this place? Can I just? Yeah, it's not. Oh, it's a really ancient place, and really sacred. It's kind of sacred, kind of mysterious, isn't it? Oh, I got a little ticket for it. Maybe there's something mysterious that'll appear here. Well, anyways, so you'll be able to complete the quest the next day or the next night in game. Just remember that it's 30 minutes per cycle. A few, I guess, closing remarks. I should say the release date. I intend to go completely public with this. So someone was asking me, they put it in the chat box here, is he going to drop that IP address? Not yet. Not yet. I've got some classes, some people very generously helping me out to make sure that this, that the learning experience is valid and that it's pleasurable. So that while they're checking that stuff out, then and providing me with feedback, I'm implementing, some of those optimizations, trying to fix scripts. I've got some folks, one person in particular, very special, who is doing, holy mackerel, someone just appeared behind me. Shh. They're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to see that. Well, anyways, yeah, so I've got some folks helping me, make this all possible, make this happen. So I'm thinking April 21st, is probably the best time. So it's 2 months from now. It'll be a nice little birthday present for Roma. And then I think the very last thing maybe I should say is about future content. So right now I don't know how many hours of gameplay there are in here, because I have all the buildings. There are, miniature quests with those, and then I've got other quests involved throughout the various buildings. There's the one quest. Oh my goodness! I just now realized I didn't even complete it. I was supposed to go get some bread. I was supposed to show you guys where to get the bread. The bread is located. I need to say this in case anyone, if you're joining for the first time, hold on. It's at the temple of Castor and Pollux. Let me just fly over there, guys. Hang on real quick. This is, and if anyone ever wonders, Mr. Kraft, it sounds like Magister Kraft scripts his videos. That's true, I do, and this is precisely why, guys, because if I don't script it, there's no way I'm staying within 5 minutes. So this is Manius. He's the fellow that's going to give us some bread. So you would purchase that bread. Now we can eat. I've got the quest complete. You know what? This will be a nice way to finish it. So as finish the live stream, finish the video here. So as I'm walking up there, I'll say these few words about future content. So, like I said, there are so many things that you can get into here. Lots of fun stuff. That fella's in bad shape. Oh, Petronius. Did you hear him? He's not doing so hot. Okay. But I do plan to add more content. I mean, already there's a lot, but I do have lots of other ideas, lots of other things to add to it. But I thought, let me slow down. and get this out to you as soon as I can, so you can start using it, start learning, and having fun with it. And then as you all give me feedback and ideas, ways to improve the game, improve the experience, then I can implement those and introduce some of my own new ideas. All right, let's see. So sample quest. Let's just finish it up with her. Hey, you did it! Enjoy all the other quests. Excellent. She took a piece of bread from me, but she also gave me some sesterti, some money, and she gave me a little bit of meat to chew on. Bene. Well, let me put this torch in my hand because it is dark, and as Nox told us, it is scary at night. Romai. Well, guys, wow. Thank you all so much for all your support all these years. Thank you for your continued support even after today, after now. Thank you for all the people who've been helping me, specifically in this project, with your time, folks that are helping support me financially on Patreon. That's been huge. I've got a special area dedicated to you in this forum as well. That's if you go to speak with one of those fellas up there, my Craft or Mr. Craft, you can go see. I've got a way to thank you there as well. But that's it, guys. Really excited about this project. I really want to get this thing out and available to you so that you all can start getting in and enjoying and participating in it. I've held on to this for far too long. So anyways, well, satis est, guys. Gratias maximas vobis ago. Gosh, I look forward to seeing you all, hopefully in game when we release. I plan to join you all occasionally so we can play and have some good times together. I guess in the next couple of weeks, I'll probably try to get some more videos out about the server when we've got more information, how to maybe a video with the IP address. Maybe some other more important information. But anyways, satis est, guys. Feel free to go ahead and leave. I'm going to try to stumble through closing out this live stream on YouTube. Anyways, valete omnes gratias maximas. We'll see you soon.